A forgotten Great Lake, California's Central Valley today is home to 7 million people, the state's capital city of Sacramento, and generally contains farmland almost as far as the eye can see. But it wasn't so long ago, geologically speaking, that this entire region was several hundred feet underwater. For a moment, imagine that you were to suddenly find yourself 700,000 years ago at the peak of the Sutter Buttes, which is the highest point in the Central Valley. While today, you can see the Sierra Nevada mountains to the east and the Coast Ranges to the west, you would unexpectedly see something completely different. This can't be right, this looks like Lake Michigan. As you look around, in every direction there is a massive and deep body of water as far as you can see, extending 15 miles to the east, 20 miles to the west, 97 miles to the north-northwest, and a whopping 323 miles to the east-southeast. In this vast lake, what would later become the cities of Bakersfield, Stockton, Modesto, Chico, and Sacramento were more than 100 feet underwater. This overall body of water was known as Lake Corcoran, which for a time spanned an area of 19,000 square miles, a figure fairly close to the modern size of Lake Michigan. So, how did this forgotten Great Lake form, and why did it disappear? Lake Tulare. Before I answer these questions, I am going to first remove a potential point of confusion. If you were to have looked at early 19th century maps of the Central Valley, you might correctly note a drawing of a massive body of water in the southern half of the region. This body of water, although generally often being greatly exaggerated in size in ancient maps, did indeed exist, but was not Lake Corcoran. Instead, it represents a completely separate 805 square mile lake known as Lake Tulare, which almost completely dried up in the 1890s due to water diversion by residents for agriculture and other purposes. Which, while technically a remnant of a portion of the original Lake Corcoran, you can see the vast size difference between the two. At the present, when water falls in California's Great Valley, if it is not used by various plants and animals, it will eventually end up flowing west into the Sacramento Valley, going into the San Francisco Bay, and eventually ending up in the Pacific Ocean.